I'm here at the spot that started it all. That's right, when Stonebriar Mall was completed back in the summer of 2000, Frisco really became a legitimate option for people at that point, and the northern migration really began. So if you are thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas with a budget of around $600,000, then in this video, I'm gonna show you some different homes in the $500,000 to $600,000 price point, so you can get a better understanding of what you can come to expect in this price range. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you gotta reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you wanna jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas. Frisco, like we're here today, we're hanging out at the Star. This is the Cowboys headquarters now. And so you got the Ford Center, that's the indoor facility. You've got the two outdoor practice fields in that corner back there. You've got the Omni Hotel right here. And then you've got Cowboys Fit, which is one of the best gyms in all of Dallas. And then right above that, you have the Cowboys Club, which is a membership only. It's really like a big old restaurant slash bar slash meeting place, so you can take some clients up there. The cool part about it is it's all glass on that side, so you can literally look out and watch the Cowboys practice while you're meeting with a client. I mean, how cool is that, right? So, hey, we've done a few videos on Frisco, so if this is your first one, then first of all, welcome, and second of all, let's just cover some quick foundational pieces of information that you really need to know about Frisco. So believe it or not, this was all farmland, okay? Not even like 20 years ago, okay? But what that did is it gave Frisco the opportunity to really master plan this suburb out, and they've really done a great job with it, right? And they've gotten some recognition for it as well, right? Just ranked the #1 best place to buy a home in the entire country, according to the recent Wallet Hub study that just came out. And by the way, Dallas suburbs held 4 of the top 6 on that same list. So I'm glad you're here, and hopefully subscribed as we dive into everything Dallas has to offer. But a big reason why people are drawn to Frisco has got to be the schools, right? So Frisco ISD has a real priority of keeping the class sizes small and really keeping that student to teacher ratio really favorable to the kids, right? So that they get that attention that they really deserve to be successful. And then safety is also another big thing, right? You aren't gonna see any homeless people roaming around, and the crime rates are remarkably low as well, right? So now that we've covered some of the basics, let's head to that first home and show you what's going on in this price point, shall we? Let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $525,000, 4 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,400 square feet, which is gonna put you at $155 a square foot, ladies and gentlemen. This home was built in 2006 on a 0.21 of an acre lot. So a little bit of room, and then you have a 3-car garage on the alley access. So this is one thing that people always ask us about is, well, where are the driveways on the front? So you've got the driveways on this side, but on this side of the street, you're gonna have the alley access on the back. So this is pretty common in Dallas and really all of Texas as well is, so the goal, the idea is to protect the front side curb appeal, right? So, you know, you have these, you can kind of see it right through that sliver right there. You'll have the alley access on the back where your garage is going to be on the back side of your home and everybody's home on your side of the street. And then there's an alley that everybody accesses their garages with, right? So that's kind of how that works. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to have a car. By the way, if you're out here in Dallas, if you didn't know that, we are pretty spread out. You know, our public transportation system isn't too sophisticated, you know, so you're definitely going to want to have a car. And being in Frisco, you're definitely going to want to have a toll tag as well with all of the toll roads that are around here. Real simple. It's actually, yeah, you slap one of these toll tags on your front windshield, and when you go through a toll, it'll actually get you for a lower rate. So if you don't have a toll tag, it'll whack you for a higher rate actually. And so you just go, you know, when you come by your home with us, we've got a list of everything you need to do before you actually move into your home. So getting a toll tag is one of those things. We'll walk you through it, but yeah, basically it's connected to, you know, your credit card, and you know, when you get under 10 bucks, it'll get you for another 40 bucks or so. Every time you go through a toll tag, it'll just take from that, right? So pretty simple, but you're definitely gonna want one of those. And that is an extra cost that you might need to consider as well too. So, but yeah, styles, you know, that one was a brick and stone combination. You're gonna see, again, a lot of these brick and stone out here. So I've kind of reached the end of the street, so, but I can show you some more down here. You are gonna have, so this one's a traditional brick, but it's got a cool pattern and a little bit of paint on the brick too to make it a little interesting. Yeah, trees are gonna be, you know, in Frisco, you're not gonna have big trees, right? Because Frisco's pretty new, but you know, you are, I will say, right? So I mentioned when Stonebriar was finished in the year 2000, that's really what kicked everything off out here, right? So the older the home is and the neighborhood is, the bigger the trees are going to be, obviously, right? But that's just something to consider. You know, if you're going into new construction, you know, you're gonna have, I call them baby trees, right? So I'll get into some of that in a little bit later on. But yeah, everybody's taking pretty good care of their lawns here in this neighborhood, I'm noticing, you know, so good edging and everything like that. Looks pretty clean, pretty quiet back here as well. I mean, I've only really seen that one car come by us the whole time I've been here. So, you know, if you don't live here, you're not going to be coming through here. There isn't going to be through traffic or anything, right? And then on the inside, listen, you're going to have that open floor plan that everybody loves in Frisco, right? You're going to have the vaulted ceilings. One thing though in that home in particular is you are going to have that large tile in the kitchen, which you know, isn't my cup of tea, but you know, so you might upgrade the floors, but other than that, it's definitely move-in ready. You know, you don't have to do too much. Maybe a couple cosmetic things, right? Maybe paint a room or two based on your preferences, that sort of thing. But yeah, overall, definitely going to be move-in ready. Okay, you're pretty close to over here. You're pretty close to the tollway. Not too far to get on that major tollway right there. I almost said highway, but it is a tollway, right? Pretty close over here to SC Dallas Stadium and Old Town Frisco off of Main Street. Star District will be about 10 minutes away from here, and then Legacy West and Stonebriar will be an additional maybe 5 more minutes down there. So yeah, pretty close to everything around here. But yeah, the downside in Frisco is going to be, you know, you're going to have a little bit of that smaller lot size, right? So this one was on that 0.2 lot, so you're not going to have a whole, I mean, you do have a little bit of a yard, but not you're not going to have a ton of yard to you know, have a whole bunch of space out here. So yeah, if you watch the vlog that we did through Frisco, you know, you'll notice that as we move up in price, you know, your lot size gets a little bit bigger and bigger as we go too. So you'll notice if you watch the other You know, I do, you know, a 500, a 600, a 700 budget, an 800 budget. I do all sorts of these kinds of videos. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed down here so you know, so that you're notified when those videos come out. All right. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So this home that we're featuring here is going for $550,000, 4 beds, 3 baths on 3,000 square feet, which is gonna put you at $181 a square foot. This home was built in 2011 on a 0.15 of an acre lot. So a little bit of a smaller lot, and you are gonna have a 2-car garage through the alley access, right? So there's the entrance to the alley right there. This home, you are gonna have that brick and stone combination. You do have a couple of those. So this one's more just that traditional brick with the wooden accents. You got a brick and stone there, brick and stone there. You got brick and stone here. And I wanna walk you down to the end of this because it's quite a sight to see. Actually, let me go on this because there's more homes on this side so you can see. But yeah, trees are gonna be, you know, fairly mature in here, you know, so they're not gonna be crossing over or anything, but you know, they're pretty good for as far as Frisco goes. Everybody's taking really good care of their lawns in here, and it's pretty quiet too, you know. So this is actually an entry, but I've only seen 1 car come through here while I've been here. Oh, there's a second one right there. So. Right on cue, right? So yeah, on the inside in that one, right? So it's pretty updated. You do have some large tile in the kitchen, which I could do without, honestly. So you have the tile in the kitchen and the wood in the living room. So it's that open floor plan, and then the floors are what split it up, right? So you do have a second family room upstairs, which honestly I think could really be turned into a media room as well up there. So that could be a plus for you there. And then you do have a pool, your own personal pool there. And then you also have a nice fountain right here, and then a community pool right there as well. So yeah, I mean, with this one, you know, maybe some minor cosmetic changes just to fit your personal style, but I would say definitely move in ready, that's for sure. Pretty close to the tollway over here, pretty close to FC Dallas Stadium and Old Town Frisco, you know, off of Main Street and everything. So pretty close to a number of different things out here. But yeah, people ask, you know, if I'm in Frisco, how often do people go to Dallas? Well, honestly, unless you've got like a destination that, you know, you can only find in Dallas, people tend to stay in Frisco, right? So the job growth is really blowing up out here in Frisco. We're actually slated to, or projected rather, to actually overtake downtown Dallas as far as square footage of office space in the next 5 to 10 years. So you know, that's just something, like, honestly, Dallas is kind of compact. When you're in downtown Dallas, you do kind of feel like it is kind of small. You know, there's not a whole lot of space. And then obviously here in Frisco, you know, this was all farmland, so they've got plenty of room to spread out and everything. So tons of opportunities for jobs and job growth and everything out here. Okay, so yeah, once you're in Frisco, you're probably gonna stay in Frisco. So yeah, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you one of the shopping centers here in Frisco, just so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what they look like and what all is in here. So we're at the Preston Ridge Center right now. So you have this cool little centerpiece right here. So at the bottom, you know, it outlines, you know, the origins of Frisco and of Preston Ridge specifically. So that's kind of a cool little feature right there. But then here are what the storefronts look like. So as you can tell, very new, very clean, very well taken care of, right? This is some of the smaller shops, of course. And then on this side where I was, you know, you have a lot of the, let me get this tree out of the way. So, well, that big tree is kind of blocking it, but you can see the outlines of the Best Buy store right there. You've got Staples, you've got Marshalls, you've got DSW shoes, you've got a Target on that side over there. You've got Gloria's Mexican cuisine, more on that side. So some of the best Mexican food in Dallas. They do some salsa dancing on the weekends as well. But then on these smaller shops, so first of all, you have this, then you have another row on the back side of this, and then you have a similar thing going on over there. You have another row on the back side of that. I mean, it goes for, there's 2 sections. So you have this one, and then you have another section right over there. You have, you know, Salata salad bar right here. You've got a Chipotle on the end. I've eaten there a time or two. You've got a Blaze Pizza right here. So you're gonna have a lot of, you know, restaurants, whether they be chain or non-chain restaurants. You're gonna have some boutique shops in here, like the Amish furniture showcase, you know, like, I don't know if Amish furniture is a chain or not, but you know, you're gonna have quite a few, you know, some variety in here as well. So really, whatever it is that you're looking for, you'll really be able to find it in one of these shopping centers, whether it's big box store or something more on the smaller side. So really, whatever you're looking for, even if you need yourself a nice little frozen yogurt treat in the middle of it, you've got one of those right there as well. So just want to give you a little bit of a sneak peek in here so you can kind of see what it looks like. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the third neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature here is going for $564,000, 4 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,500 square feet. I'm just gonna put you at $161 a square foot. This home was built in 2001 on 0.2 of an acre lot. And you do have a 3-car garage, and that'll be on the back side with the alley access once again, right? So you are gonna have that brick and stone combination on this one. You're gonna see a lot of that actually in this neighborhood. I think this one next door, here, I'll walk you down here as we talk about this. The 2001 neighborhoods, you know, these trees are gonna be a little bit bigger, a little bit more mature, right? So yeah, you've got the traditional brick style there. You got brick and stone on that side. Your neighbor to the left side was a brick and stone as well. So that brick and stone is really gonna, you're gonna see a lot of that with the wooden features as well, or wooden accents rather, as well on the shutters and the garage doors and things like that. You're definitely gonna see some of that. Landscaping is pretty good around here. Everybody's taking pretty good care of their lawns, you know, fresh edging, I can tell right here. And yeah, it's pretty quiet too. Like we're out here on kind of that corner lot, right? That's a little bit of a bend right here. But yeah, I think so. So inside of that one, you know, you're gonna have that open floor plan yet again. You are gonna have the wood floors, but the kitchen cabinets and some of the carpet in there is a little bit outdated. I think they even painted one of the rooms green, right? So I don't know, not my favorite color to paint a room, right? But you do have a media room upstairs, and you do have a hot tub in the backyard as well. So a couple of maybe saving graces there a little bit. But yeah, I mean, just a couple of little things, a couple of cosmetic changes that you might make when you move in, but definitely move in ready, not a big deal at all. You know, you can just take that over and do those things really whenever you want, right? So yeah, pretty close to the tollway, not too far away from there. And then you've got a Sprouts, which is a grocery store out here, pretty like kind of a organic focused grocery store right on the main street right over there, pretty close to the Star District yet again. And then one thing I wanted to mention is, some of our clients are just, dead set on getting that brand spanking new home, right? Well, I gotta say, there is a little bit of a trade-off, right? So here we are in, that early 2000s neighborhood. You're gonna have the bigger trees a little bit. They're gonna be a little bit more mature, right? With that brand new stuff, you're gonna have, I call them baby trees, they're kind of, they're not even adolescent trees yet. They're just baby trees still, right? In those brand new communities, right? So a little bit of a trade-off there. And then as well, some of the neighbors in that brand new, some might have moved from another home here and gone into, just they wanted something brand new as well. But, for the most part, I don't know. I like having neighbors who, I can, share, they can share some stories with me. They know all the secret spots. They know a lot about the community and things like that. Whereas, in a new construction neighborhood, I mean, shoot, all of your neighbors might be kind of brand new to the area, and you might just all be figuring out by yourselves, right? So, there is a little bit of a trade-off as far as trees and your neighbors go. But, hey, if that's what you really, really want, then of course we can get that. But I just want to, I like to bring the cons to the table on this channel. If you haven't noticed that yet. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $599,000, 4 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,700 square feet, which is gonna put you at $163 a square foot, ladies and gentlemen. This home was built in 2007 on a 0.21 of an acre lot. So a little bit of space there. You have a 3-car garage on the back side that'll be accessed through the alley, of course, like we mentioned before. And then you've got that brick and stone combination yet again. Your neighbor to the left has just that traditional brick. You got a little bit of space on this side right here. And then your neighbor to the right has that brick and stone combination as well. Again, you're gonna see a lot of that style out here in Frisco, right? Trees are gonna be, you got it's a 2007, mid 2000s, right? So the trees have had a chance to grow a little bit, right? Landscaping is really nice. Everybody's got their yards taken care of and everything, and it's very quiet. I actually had to kind of weave through I had to take a bunch of different turns to come back here. So very, very quiet back here. You're not gonna have literally any through traffic back on this particular street, but on the inside there, it's again that open floor plan. You do have some large tile in the kitchen, and then the wood floors in the living room. So that's the separator, is the type of flooring right there in that kind of open floor plan living room kitchen area. And then the cabinets are a little bit outdated as well. And then you are gonna have a media room upstairs. And the master, get this, has leopard print carpet. Okay, so can't say that I've seen that one before, but hey, if that's your thing, then awesome. But not particularly what I would do in my master bedroom. Let's just leave it at that. But so yeah, you might do some minor cosmetic changes in the kitchen, maybe change out that leopard carpet, but definitely move in ready. Otherwise, you're gonna be pretty close to the tollway over here. Probably, yeah, really close to FC Dallas on this side, Old Town Frisco again. Probably 10 minutes away from the Star District, and then another 5, so maybe 15 minutes away from, Stonebriar and Legacy West in that area over there. Okay, so yeah, hey, the reason that I always bring up the price per square foot is because we're pretty blessed down here in Texas, right? So we've got like for example, I've got a partner out in LA. I was helping him do some stuff, and we were looking at some homes, and like the lowest price per square foot was like $500. And really more like the average was like $1,000 a square foot. And I was like, man, if you guys coming from California, New York, or Chicago, like if I didn't say it, y'all might not believe it, right? So I always like to put that out there so you guys can understand just how much bang for your buck you can get out here in Dallas, Texas. All right, so doing a little recap now on this price point here. So I think from the previous price point, you're definitely going to get a little bit of a bigger home, more square footage, but you might still need to update a thing or two cosmetically. But listen, the bones are going to be super solid, right? So you got all the makings for a phenomenal home, but you might want to do a couple of upgrades along the way, right? So but all of them are going to be move-in ready. Those changes are going to be things that you can take care of maybe in year 2 or year 3, whatever it may be, right? Depending on how badly you want to change that one thing, right? So but hey, if this is where you want to be, then you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. You guys know what my face looks like. I want to know what your face looks like, right? So but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back. We're making that move out here. Make sure to tap that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell down there as well. And hey, I want to invite you, if you are continuing your research here, click on the Dallas, Texas Living name below. Head to our main channel page, use the search bar in there on that page, and look up whatever it is that you're looking for. Maybe it's a specific topic or a specific area. Odds are we've got it. And if I don't have it just yet, hey, leave me a comment down below. And based on the demand, I'll bump up the priority for getting that video out for you guys, all right? So if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. So listen, we do a ton of different videos, different styles of videos, like vlogs like this, or map videos, or pros and cons, all sorts of stuff. So whichever one is popping out to you, make sure you click on that next. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you around town.